Hey guys, what's going on? First question you probably have, why is the M3 up in the air on ramps? And that is a good question. Well, today's a fun mod, and fun is because more loud equals fun. And the first of the exhaust mods comes in the form of this. This is a Megan Muffler axleback that we're going to be putting on the M3 today. So let's get started on that. The first thing you're going to want to do is obviously get the car up on jack stands safely, or ramps. I like using these ramps I got from Harbor Freight. They're good quality. They hold up a lot of weight and they're easy to use. I already got a before exhaust clip that I'm going to throw in here to compare. So there you heard the stock exhaust after the car was warmed up in a couple of revs. What we're going to want to do next is get up under here and figure out how to get this off. And to do that, the first ones you need to remove are these flange bolts right here. They look just like that, and they go right there on that nut. And so what you want to do is grab a 13mm and remove those four. If you live in a particularly rusty area, this was always a Southern car. This car doesn't really have any rust under here at all. It's very clean. But if you do have rust, I would suggest spraying some PB Blaster on there, you know, in 30-minute intervals before you take it off, so you don't break any of the screws or the nuts or anything like that. Just makes things easier. Just soak them in there, let it sit, and they'll come out real easy. So you got those four 13mm. Then on this side, which is the driver's side, you have the hangers right here, and there's four 12mm nuts. And then we come over to the passenger side, and there is two 12mm nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those, slowly lower the muffler down, and then show you guys what's up. So before you take those bolts off, always make sure to have this held up some way, whether it's two people holding it up by the tips while you get all the nuts off, or whether it's what I have set up here. Just a jack stand, a couple of 2x4s, and it just holds it perfectly in place. All the nuts are currently off. What I'm going to do next is just lower this down and roll this out. So once you lower it down, here is a stock unit. Obviously compared to the new one, which is over here. It is huge. You can't hear anything from the car pretty much, except a little bit of rasp that these US spec headers are famous for. And, you know, it's a big weight savings too. What you're going to transfer over to the new one are these hangers right here. You're just going to remove this and bolt them on right here. So I'm going to do that next as I'm losing daylight and summertime is getting shorter. And then the next clip will either be a sound clip tonight or a sound clip in the morning. Alright guys, so there was a little sound clip for you. I've driven it down the road. It doesn't really drone with the windows up at all, slightly with the windows down at low RPMs underneath 2000 RPM. I may end up doing a AR20 resonator like a lot of other guys do next to the stock resonator once I do the headers. We'll see what happens once I do the headers and then decide from there. Otherwise I like the tone, it's deep. You still get some of that rasp because of the stock headers and the stock section 1, but we're going to see what we're going to do with that. Otherwise, I've seen other guys talk about fitment issues with them. It really doesn't have any fitment issues. The tips are actually straight. They sit up higher than the OE exhaust, believe it or not. As you can see, the right side is slightly lower, but that's because the right side hanger was actually in worse shape than the passenger hangers. So if I just buy a new hanger, that one should be brought up to the other one. As you can see, the finish is really, really nice. Matches the car actually really well. And I'm pretty happy with it. So if this video helped you guys out, feel free to give it a like. Subscribe for more videos on this car and other ones. And I will see you guys next time.